Did you know that Queen and the Devil just had a baby? What's up, everybody? It's Adam for Rando Reviews, and today a rapid Rando review of the brand new Ghost album Prequelle, which just came out today. And let me tell you, it's an album I've been waiting for a long time. I actually got to go see them live for the second time this past weekend in Memphis. Fortunately, they were able to make it to their entire set. If you did not see the news that just happened, I think last night or the night before, someone died during the intermission, had to cut their second half of the show short. So just craziness going on, but the album dropped today, and even though that was some tragedy that happened yesterday, today is a day of celebration because the new Ghost album delivers in every single way. So if you've never heard of Ghost before, they're a band that just kind of broke into the mainstream with their last release, Meliora, and this is the one that's going to take them over the top. Now, Prequelle is way more accessible than any of the other Ghost albums to date. Not that none of the other albums were accessible, but this one you're going to be hearing on the radio a lot. Ghost is all about the theatrics, and when you hear this album, you can tell that Tobias Forge's influences from 80s and 70s, his love for operatics, it all comes together beautifully in Prequelle. The album starts out with an intro called Ashes, which sets the stage for the kind of apocalyptic story that's about to unfold, and then goes straight into Rats, the first single off the record, which is like a metal version of the Thriller video. If you've seen the video for Rats, you know that it's hard not to shake your ass to it. But that song just delivers, grandiose operatics, vocals that just totally fit like an arena style, and it takes you to another world that you're not expecting to go sometimes, which makes you think, am I supposed to like this? Eddie Trunk just came out recently saying, I don't know why metalheads like this group. I'm guessing it's just because of the way they look. But to me, Eddie Trunk's being a little short-sighted or not really getting into what Ghost has shown with their previous albums and with their current one, Prequelle. Yes, this is definitely a way more poppier sounding album than their previous ones. But if you listen to their past albums, they had hints of pop music all throughout it. And this one, it kind of takes Queen a little more serious. It kind of gives you a little more of that stadium operatic vibe. But it's beautiful songwriting that's at the peak tip-top level throughout the entire album. When I saw them live last week, one of the new songs they played was Faith, and that's definitely the heaviest track on the album, which has got some killer riffs in it that if you're only wanting metal music, this is the song that's going to be for you. But it's got a catchy, dark chorus in there that I think you'll dig. But it goes straight from Faith into definitely their most accessible song to date, in my opinion, called See the Light, which is so pretty. I call it a panty dropper, that you're just going to want to turn this up driving around late at night, and it's scary how good Tobias Forge is at creating such a sense of mood and a sense of romanticism with his music at times. So then we go into one of the best instrumental tracks that I have heard in recent memory, called Miasma. It ends with this out of nowhere saxophone play that just reminds me of the Lost Boys scene, and it even has a little riff in there with an ode to Michael Jackson, believe it or not, so be looking for that. But I'm usually not a fan of instrumental tracks on albums, especially when this album only has 10 tracks, unless you get the special edition like I did, which has 12, including 2 covers. You kind of think, okay, it's got an intro, 2 instrumentals, so really only 7 other songs, and you've already heard 2 of them, so not a lot of new material it feels like. But these instrumental songs on this album are top-notch, and Miasma is about 6 minutes long. It ends with a beautiful saxophone solo. You're definitely going to dig it. Sometimes the lyrics get a little hokey with what Tobias Forge is writing about. Sometimes they're like a love letter from the devil to you, or sometimes they're almost as if you're writing a love letter to the devil. So it kind of gets in that hokey atmosphere from like the 80s and 70s, the occult thing where, everyone was scared of the devil. And now it just seems a little like he's in on the joke, but it doesn't take away from the songs at all. I can understand some people not liking this album only being about 40 minutes long with 10 songs, with 3 of them being either an intro or an instrumental. I get that, but when you look at what's there, the 7 songs that are, full songs with lyrics, some of them are some of the catchiest songs I've heard in a long, long time. They bridge the gaps between stadium rock to metal to a little pop music, 80s new wave, things like that, all brought together in such a great way that it's going to bring people together. That's kind of a thing that, you know, whether it's the Pope Emeritus or if it's Cardinal Copia, when they end with a monstrous clock, you know, he's talking about come together, and you know, in different ways. But it seems like that's kind of the thing where anyone can like Ghost. And I know a lot of metal purists don't like that when normies start to like a band. It's not cool anymore. But that's one of the beautiful things about Ghost. They can sing about Satan, and anyone from your little brother to your grandma can like this band for different reasons. So outstanding album. Is it the best album of the year? I don't think it's as good as some of the other ones I've heard, including A Perfect Circle. I'm still digging that album more, but solid album. Some amazing songs in there. Some of the standouts, like I said, are the instrumental Miasma. I thought See the Light instantly hooked me from the very beginning. Dance Macabre, I mean, if you do not shake your ass to that song, I don't think you're a true music fan whatsoever. So yeah, I mean, I give it probably a 9 out of 10. I don't know if that's my scoring, if that's a new scoring I have or whatever, but great album. Go pick it up, Ghost Prequelle. And if you get it at Target, like me, you pay about $12 and you get a like a 3D version of the cover, and also a pull-out poster of the cover as well. And if you notice, there are variants to the cover with different little pictures of the Four Horsemen. So check that out. So Ghost Prequelle, awesome album. If you're a Ghost fan, I think you're going to dig it. You might find things where you're like, it's not heavy enough, but it is well worth the wait. I love it. I hope you enjoy it. And that's it for this rapid rando review. Take care, guys.